music has this powerful way of connecting in us. In fact, I think the Bible even sort of alludes to this. It says in Colossians, it says, "Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly as you sing." There's this thing about music that actually speaks into the soul, it speaks into the heart. We wanted this to be something where our people would start being inspired to write music and to express their heart for God. We recorded this with the help of a great friend, John Broadbent. John came out and saw us, and he sat down in my office and we talked about how we would go about this process. And quickly we realised that this was a much bigger thing than we ever expected. We spent almost 2 weeks going into the studio that's in the city there in Light Square. The way you sort of do these things is you put down the drums and the bass first, and then you kind of build up a thing from there. You add all the layers and all the parts on it.
Lift our hearts, we lift our hands. We are your people called by name. We glorify.
In terms of writing the songs, they've sort of been a bit of a culmination over a few years. In fact, one of them, the song's My Everything, I think I wrote that about, probably would have been 5 or 6 years ago. Some of the other songs have been sort of in more recent years that we've actually done together as a church. A few of them we've revamped a little bit, so there'll be a few surprises in there for people. And there's a couple of new songs as well which no one has heard. The people in the team for this album, the key people, have been Jason Crinian, who's done our electrics and guitars on the album and made up a lot of parts, and Sally George, who's kind of been my right-hand girl on all of the organising of the album, but of course has a beautiful voice and has done a lot of work with the vocals. Carl Robinson on drums, and then Luke George on bass guitar. Soumya Roy, who's sung on this album, and Mia Taylor. Of course, all the team who were involved in the choir. And the team has just been awesome this year. It's been a really tight team. We've had great discussions about what we want this album to achieve. And so what I hope people get out of it as they go for a run and they listen in their earphones, or they're driving along in the car on the way to work, is that those things are often the routine things of life, which actually sometimes cause us to lower our level of awe for God. But what I really hope is that as they listen to this album, in the routine things of life, is that their awe for God will be raised, and that they will see the glory of God in all things, and that they will worship God in all seasons of life and all circumstances, because He is worthy to be praised.
Hallelujah unto your name, and we say